Look at each other. Is this one good-looking couple or what? This is their wedding day. Brett and Sarah, this is your moment. This is your day. All the planning, the preparation, the anticipation, late-night conversation that has led to this moment right here, right now, where the two of you will cross a threshold and you will become husband and wife. And on behalf of Brett and Sarah, I would like to thank all of you for being here today. They recognize that many of you traveled some distance to come and be a part of this incredible moment. You do recognize one of the most difficult things that any couple getting married these days must do is narrow down their invitation list. Folks, I want you to know you all made the cut. Why? Because when they considered the magic of this moment, the beauty of this day, they wanted you here as eyewitnesses. I'm going to ask from the very outset that you would join me as we pray. And we believe for God's richest blessings on this couple. Would you join me? God, we thank you for Brett and Sarah, the love that they have found in each other. They truly are a gift to each other. We ask that you would watch over them, protect them, keep them strong and healthy all the days of their life. We pray this in your name. Amen. Well, Brett and Sarah, the fact that the two of you are standing here together today, I know it is not accidental. It certainly is not incidental. But I do believe it is providential. Sarah, there you were, minding your own business, just trying to find a good job and take care of yourself. And you were sitting, waiting for the person to come back who would do the interview. And sure enough, if someone didn't come walking through the entryway and notice you, well, life went on and you got the job. Well, it just so happens that the son of the ones running the company happened to be the one who noticed you. For 1 year, I understand, as the story goes, he kept trying to get your attention. He kept saying, please, would you go out with me? Finally, after 1 year, you gave in. And you said, all right, I'll go out with you. And you went out and had a wonderful time. And you would think that would have been the beginning of an incredible relationship, only to find out that as time would have it, that Brett broke his back. He fell and broke his back. So that second date was a long time coming, but there it was 3-4 months later that you had the second date. And what is so beautiful about this story is that through the trials, the adversity, the setbacks, the perseverance, the two of you became friends. Then you became best of friends. So much so that today you're not marrying the person you can live with. You're marrying that special someone that you could not live without. The two of you strengthen each other. You support each other. You believe in each other, your teammates. Truly, the two of you are better together than by yourselves. And so today, the two of you are making a quality decision to spend the rest of your life with the person whose hands you hold. You know, the three of us had the privilege of getting together and talking about what is it going to take for this to be a great marriage, one that thrives, not just survives, one that's a joy, not a drag, delight, not duty and obligation. And we talked about 5 key elements that are critical components to any great marriage. The first one being communication. Somebody once said, if you don't communicate, you'll disintegrate. If you don't talk it out, you'll take it out on each other. So always keep the lines of communication open. Share your hopes, your dreams, your fears, your frustrations. Speak the truth, but always speak the truth in love. Second key ingredient to a great marriage relationship is consideration. Just being thoughtful, kind, courteous, mindful of each other's feelings and emotions. Isn't it amazing how nice people are when they first meet each other? Hi, sugar pie. Hi, pumpkin. Let me get that for you. 10 years later, you've got 2 feet, get it yourself. Whatever happened to the kindness? So I always remind couples the very things that you did to win each other's love, keep on doing to keep each other's love. Third key ingredient to an amazing marriage relationship is what I call compromise. By that, I simply mean the ability and the willingness to give in, to be flexible, to be understanding, not demanding. Fourth key ingredient to a great marriage relationship is courtship. What is that? Simply date your mate. Somebody once said if there was more courting in marriage, there would be less marriages in court. I believe that. So the best advice I can give you on your wedding day is 2 simple words. Are you ready? Have fun. Enjoy life together. Celebrate each moment. Make the most of each day. And the fifth and final ingredient to an incredible dynamic marriage relationship is commitment. That's why you're here today. The two of you are already committed to each other, but you're saying we want to elevate this relationship to the highest level here on earth, that of marriage. And for that decision today, the two of you are surrounded by family and friends and coworkers and colleagues, people that love you and believe in you and wouldn't have considered missing this moment for anything. Because today is a very special day. For marriage is not a landing pad, it's a launching pad to take you to new levels of friendship and intimacy, fulfilling your purpose and destiny together as husband and wife. Now, Brett, we all know you are very bright, a very smart, a very intelligent man, but we want you to know that your education in life is not complete. As a matter of fact, we hereby corporately challenge you to enroll yourself into the University of Sarah. Yes? We want you to major on her. We want you to minor on her. Take every course you can on her. But remember, because she is a woman, it is her prerogative to change the curriculum anytime she chooses. And that's what makes marriage so fun, is growing together through the seasons of life. But in all seriousness, Brett, I know that you've already made a pledge and a promise within your heart. And the question that I'm about to ask you, you've already answered. But today, you will answer this question publicly. As we stand here today, I would ask you, will you have this woman to be your wife, to live together in the blessing of marriage? Will you love her, honor her, comfort her, and keep her while forsaking all others? Keep yourself only unto her so long as you both shall live. If so, please say, I do. And I would ask you to look into Sarah's eyes and repeat these words after me by saying, I, Brett, take you, Sarah, to be my wife, my closest friend, my faithful partner, my one true love. On this special day, I promise to stay by your side as your faithful husband in sickness and health, in joy and sorrow, through good times and bad. I promise to love you as long as we both shall live. Sarah, today you are holding the hands of the man that you love and adore. And of the 3.5 billion men in this world, you have made your decision. And I think we would all agree you made a great choice. So today I would ask you the same question. Will you have this man to be your husband, to live together in the blessing of marriage? Will you love him, honor him, comfort him, and keep him while forsaking all others? Keep yourself only unto him so long as you both shall live. If so, please say, I do. And I would ask you to look into Brett's eyes as you make this promise and pledge on your wedding day by repeating these words after me by saying, I, Sarah, take you, Brett, to be my husband, my closest friend, my faithful partner, my one true love. On this special day, I promise to stay by your side as your faithful wife in sickness and health, in joy and sorrow, through good times and bad. I promise to love you as long as we both shall live. Many of you that are here today have probably attended more weddings than you can remember, and each time you attend a wedding, one of the first things that happens, you see a beautiful couple just like this. They stand up front, they face each other, and they verbalize back and forth the terms of the agreement. That's called the wedding vow. Why do we do that? Historically, as far back as we can tell, whenever a mutual agreement was willfully entered into by two parties, whether it was between nations, tribes, families, or two people, the parties would face each other and verbalize back and forth the terms of the agreement. Thus, we have vows in our wedding ceremonies even to this day. The second thing that would happen historically when this covenant, this agreement, this union was entered into by the two parties that they would do is they would give gifts to each other. And the gifts that were given were to be a reminder for all time of that moment in time when the agreement had been established. And so today, the two of you will give each other gifts. The gifts that you give each other today are wedding rings. These wedding rings are to be a reminder for all time of this moment in time when the two of you stood right here and you promised and pledged to love each other for the rest of your lives. The rings you're about to place on each other's fingers, they will be an announcement to the world that you are already taken, and a reminder to you that there is somebody that loves you deeply and dearly and promises to be there for you for the rest of your life. Before we exchange these gifts, the two of you are holding each other's hands. I'd like you to look at the hands that you now hold. For as I've already said today, you are holding the hands of your very best friend. These are the hands that will work alongside of yours to build your future together. These are the hands that will welcome you home after a long day of work. These are the hands that will console you when you're grieving. They'll comfort you when you're sick. These are the hands that will wipe away tears, sometimes tears of sorrow, other times tears of joy. May your hands always be holding on to one another through the storms of life as well as the successes of life. At this time, Brett, I'm going to ask that you would take this ring. And while placing this ring on Sarah's finger, repeat after me. Say, I give this ring as a constant symbol and visual reminder of my love, dedication, and devotion to only you. And Sarah, if you will take this ring, and while placing this ring on Brett's finger, repeat after me. Say, I give this ring as a constant symbol and visual reminder of my love, dedication, and devotion to only you. As you take each other's hands once again, in just a moment, Brett and Sarah are going to incorporate a rose ceremony as part of their wedding celebration. As much as they would love to take the time to honor each of you during their ceremony, they know that time would not permit that. But they would like to take just a moment to honor their mothers during their ceremony, thanking them not only for the gift of life, but the incredible love and support they've provided through the years. So at this time, I invite you to listen to this next song where they take a moment to honor their mothers by giving them roses.